And welcome back to Mary Ann's Kitchen. And it's our festive edition today, and we're baking up a storm with Nordic Ware bakeware. Today, I have an inspiring young pastry chef with me, and it's Sonia. Sonia, welcome.
Thank you so much, Mary Ann. I'm so glad to be in here.
Well, I'm glad to have you, and I'm really enthusiastic about your studies and the fact that you want to work with pastry.
Of course.
I think we're going to be having you back again as you progress.
Sure.
Oh, good. Well, Sonia today is going to be decorating some Nordic Ware cookies that we've already made. And here's a tip, and I love this tip that you gave me. If you don't have a pastry bag at home, and if pastry bags scare you, and they do scare some people, let's face it, Sonia is using just an ordinary food saver bag, food sealer, Ziploc, whatever you want to call it. And she has put some icing. She's got a couple of different colors here, and she's going to decorate some of the Christmas cookies. Now look over here. You've seen this before, and these are the 3 Nordic Ware cookie cutters that come in the kit, one of the kits from Canadian Tire. So what do we've got? We've got a Christmas tree, candy cane, we've got Rudolph over here. Okay, so I'm going to let you go to town. Have fun, Sonia.
Thank you.
Okay, and we've got some great extras here too. Now, earlier I was telling you in another segment, also Christmas, how much do I love Christmas, that we are baking today and we're using these cookie tips. But I also want to show you my cake du jour, the cake of the moment. And this cake is, I've let it cool for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to show you. And again, I've been doing a lot of spice cakes, and I've been putting a variety of spice in them. So if you can have a close look, I always use Baker's Joy, and I've told you before how great it is. So have a look at that. When you take your cake out of the oven, let it rest for about 5 minutes, and watch me now. Can you see how that's sort of flopping and popping there? Well, then you know you've got a winner. You know it's going to come out. So I'm going to take a plate, put it on top, and this works every time. It stays in the pan for 5 or 6 minutes, maybe a little more, not much. Now, listen up, listen now. That was subtle, but did you hear it? That was a little plop there. Now, we'll use the oven mitts just because it's a little warm. Have a look at that. Okay. I want everybody to see. I'll take my oven mitts off. That, I'm going to pick up the pan. It's hot, but I want you to see, okay, what you're getting. And that is absolutely stunning. That is a stunning Christmas presentation. You can bring that cake as a take-along gift anywhere. Now watch me for a minute, because I'm going to do this. I'm putting the pan here. This is the cake that's come out of the oven right now. Watch it now. My grandmother's rolling pin. I'm going to walk over here while Sonia's busy. Now look. I think this is great. Sonia, what do you think of this? Look at this.
Wow,
there's the pan.
Beautiful.
There's the cake. And there's what we've done with it.
That's awesome.
And less is more. This cake is not decorated to the nines. It's just, it comes out like this. You could just put the icing sugar on it, but look at the detail. The trees, the stars. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is. It is all in detail.
I love Nordic Ware pans. I'm very partial to the one, because you could make that a Christmas tree in a house. You could make it a Christmas tree forest. You know, beautiful, just beautiful. So I'd like you to keep that in mind. And remember, these are all available at Canadian Tire. So I get a lot of requests on my YouTube channel, people saying, where can I find this Nordic Ware pan? Where can I find that one? I'm telling you, Canadian Tire. So that's where you're going to look for them. And believe me, there is a difference. Okay, so I'm going to put that away. I'm going to let that cool. And Sonia and I are going to have some fun decorating that one a little bit later. I'll put this on the side. I've got a great big Nordic Ware, I'll call it, it's not a cookie sheet, but I'm using it as one. It's a jelly roll pan, and it comes as a kit. This is another one of the items in Canadian Tire. Now take a look at this, because I think this is a great idea. This is just fantastic. This is my favorite, quite my new favorite. I get a lot of favorites. Okay, this is the cake pan, the rack. You see the cooling rack is inside it. 3 cookie cutters and the spatula. So it's basically all in one. Here's the cookie cutters. I've rolled out some dough and a couple of trees. Now you can use a sugar cookie recipe for this. Here's the candy canes that Shona's doing now. Have a look at this. And remember, all these recipes and all these items are absolutely kid friendly. So, what am I doing here? Can't forget Rudolph. Okay, isn't that cute? And you can go to town with Rudolph. Let them, go out there with the red nose and everything. All right, I've made these thin, so they'll be a crisp cookie. Stay with me. 8 to 10 minutes, 350. Now again, these are, this is a ginger cookie recipe. You can use shortbread, a little bit big, but it would do. And you can also use family recipes, but make the dough ahead of time. I'm going to talk to you about that. That's the thickness. And remember, when there's no baking powder or no baking soda in it, they're not going to grow. So the cookie, here's an example. Here's one of the finished ones. You really went to town on this one, didn't you, Shona?
Oh, I did.
I know. All right, here's the finished one. Now have a look at it compared to the size. I want you to see that. Because Christmas cookies are meant to be 1 or 2 biters. They're not really meant to be humongous unless it's a gift or something. So the size, have I got a candy cane too? Okay, look. Here's another one. Not much. There's no real spread on these cookies at all. 8 to 10 minutes in the oven it goes. This is the pan. This is the whole set. And by the way, the pan that Shona is using with the icing sugar, her icing in it, if you can see that pan, you can see it's a little bit smaller. I'm going to put this here. Okay, you can just see the difference in the sizes. That pan is also at Canadian Tire, right here. That pan with a rack, with the cookie cutters and the pan. So if you wanted something for a younger child maybe, or just want to make a smaller batch, you've got that pan, which is very friendly for convection toaster ovens. So if you want to do something countertop, you could do that as well. Now, how are we doing?
Pretty good.
Oh,
I'm
look!
just having fun.
I know, and I like it. I like it very much. Let me try one. Can I try
Sure.
one?
For sure.
All right, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
go to town. And again, I like the idea. I like the size of it. Go ahead. I won't disturb you.
No.
Give it to the kids. Get them out there, and give them a bag each. Now you can buy pastry bags. You've got lots of places that you can get things like that, and you can buy simple ones. Nothing has to be. Sometimes you can even buy them already filled. You can buy the icing with the tips in it. There. 1, 2, 3. And that, well, when you come back from George Brown and when you come back from then you're going to be giving me. But anyway, that's the idea. But if you don't have any, and you have even a sandwich bag, fill it up, squeeze it all down, push it down to the corner, put a twist tie on it, and give it a snip. And you're going to have fun with those kids. All right, go to Canadian Tire, pick these up, and the last tip I'm going to give you is make your cookie doughs ahead. I've got a sugar cookie and a ginger cookie. Have a look here. Put them in the fridge or the freezer, and you'll be all set to go. All right, once again, Merry Christmas. We're going to be baking here, and we're going to be enjoying that, that's for sure. Where's my cake? Here it is. All right, Shona, thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I really appreciate to be here.
I'm happy to have a young person in my kitchen today who is learning to enjoy the kitchen and enjoy the future. Your family will be always happy that you did.
Oh,
All the
thank you.
best. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
And pop into Canadian Tire soon. Don't you agree?
Sure, of
And
course.
pick up some Christmas fun by Nordic Ware. Okay, until next time, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.